Yeah, I know, I'm late. But you guys know me by now. I like to make an entrance. My goodness. Alright. How y'all doing out there? This is Brett Favre, and oh, wait a second. Can I pronounce my name correctly on film yet? Is that right? No? No? Okay. Alright, let's start over. How you guys all doing out there? This is Brett Favre, and I'm here to speak on behalf of Pyromaniac.com. And I'm going to give you guys my 2010 fantasy outlook. I actually just don't trust anybody else talking about me except for me. And I think you guys all know that by now. So anyway, I wanted to start off by telling you about this shirt I'm wearing. I love this shirt. I've been wearing it for almost 40 years now. I picked it up when I went over to England back in '72. My parents sent me there, right in the summer, right before I went to college. They told me I needed some culture or something. I was shooting too many squirrels and chipmunks in the backyard, so I don't know. They sent me over there, went to a Pink Floyd concert, picked up this shirt, and I've been wearing it ever since. I love it, so deal with it. Anyway, crap. Hold on a second. I'm getting a text. Oh, it's from my assistant coach, Brad. What's Brad got to say here? He says, oh, he hears that people in Green Bay are starting to talk about Aaron Rodgers. Who the hell is that? Well, if they're talking about anybody but me, I guess that means I got to come back and play some football. So, anyway, maybe I'll get back to him later on that. So anyway, here's how it is for me going into this season. Last year, I put up the third most amount of fantasy points for QBs in the league, and nobody really thought I was going to do anything like that. That's actually the highest amount that I've put up in the last decade, and I'm 40, so I don't know what you guys have to say about that, but I think I'm doing pretty good right now. Besides that, last year I did something that was pretty impressive, even for me. I set the record for the longest streak of playing in the league for 285 straight games I've been playing. Haven't sat out one. If you include playoffs, it's actually 309 games, and nobody else has come close to that. I just beat out Jim Marshall, and since I got nobody else to beat out in football anymore, I'm shooting for Cal Ripken. Cal Ripken, I think, had 2,632 straight games, so I got about 147 years left. So I think I can do it, and yeah, I'm going to go for it. So anyway, last year I was also tied for second in the league with 33 touchdown passes. Who was in front of me? I don't care. I don't care about anybody else in the league but myself. My completion percentage was 68.4. That was the highest in my career, and actually that was the second highest in Minnesota history. So I'm there 1 year, and I'm already close to setting records there. So I might as well come back one more year, see what I can do with that. I threw for 4,202 passing yards. That was the third highest in my career. Not too shabby. I had 107.2 QB rating. Now that was the highest in my career. Again, that was the second highest in Minnesota franchise history. So that's another thing to shoot for me. This big guy, I don't know, Culpepper, I don't know what his name is. He has both those records I was just talking about there. So I got to get that name out of the books. Culpepper? You got to be kidding me. Anyway, so last year I also only threw 7 interceptions, easily the lowest in my career. That tied for the league low with some guy named, that guy that Brad was just talking about, Aaron Rodgers. I don't know who he is, but I guess he's pretty good. I took 34 sacks, though, on the year. That was a bit of a problem. I talked to my offensive line. We don't have to worry about that happening again next year. I told them if they let that happen again next year, I'll have them shipped out of there. I'll have them shipped off to Detroit, maybe even Oakland, so... don't worry about that. They'll be good for me this year. I won't be taking as many sacks. But I also got smart last year. I decided not to run very much. I only rushed the ball like 9 times in the whole year. That's easily the lowest in my career. I used to run around like a crazed man out there. You guys have all seen me on tape. Everybody's seen me on tape. I know that. But yeah, I only rushed the ball 9 times last year, so I've started to learn how to take care of myself a little bit better. Anyway. So I also became the oldest QB to throw for a touchdown in the playoffs. That was something that was pretty cool. Actually, that's not true. I think there was a guy named George Blanda. Is that right, Uncle? Yeah? George Blanda threw for one. I guess he was 43 years old. But one thing I do have over him is that I won a game in the playoffs. At 40 years old, I won a game in the playoffs. Blanda never did that. So I got that record as well. So anyway, so what am I going to do this year? What's going to happen with me this year? Well, I got to tell you, I don't know, have you guys seen my team? It's pretty sick. We got this guy named AP. They call him Purple Jesus for a reason. He is pretty sick. You know, I've seen some good running backs in my career. I used to go up against, you know, some of the best of them way back in the day. You know, back when I was playing in the 40s and 50s. I mean, they had these guys back there who could, wow, could they run. But this guy AP, he's Adrian Peterson. He's a good one. Having him on my team, it makes it pretty easy because people have to concentrate on him. All those receivers that I have. I mean, we got Sidney Rice. Might as well call him Jerry Rice this next year. That's what I'm going to do with this guy. I'm going to make this guy awesome. I mean, he's pretty good as is, but wow, I'm going to make this guy something special. Percy Harvin, that guy's a freak, complete freak in nature right now. He can pretty much do anything he wants. We have him running out of the backfield. We have him returning kicks. We have him lined up in the slots on the side. He may even throw a few passes next year if I let him. Nah, I'm not going to let him. But still, I mean, if you've seen my team, we got this other guy, this big tight end named Visante Shianco. I mean, I could barely pronounce his name, but wow, does that guy catch touchdowns. Anyway, so what would you do? What would I do? If I was drafting a fantasy team, I'd consider somebody like a CJ28. You know, Chris Johnson's pretty good out there. I'd consider my other guy on my team there. I'd consider AP. What I would do? I would take me first. Maybe consider those other guys next. But I think that I'm the one that you want to go with on this. Wait, hold on. What? These guys at Pyro seem to think that I'm like a low-end starting QB. You know, maybe take me in like the 8 to 10 slot for the QBs. I don't know if they know what they're talking about. But take me number 1 overall. You guys will be fine. Anyway, I got to let something loose to the press right now. So I got to go. I got to go tell them I had some sort of shoulder surgery? Is that? No, ankle surgery. Ankle surgery, so, you know, I could go on my 45-day hunting trip this summer. So I'll see you guys, week 1? That's the first time any of you guys will see me. Good luck, guys. Take it easy.